Gunshots, marble floors, blood sliding across polished tiles. A man in a black suit stands alone in a museum of assassins. Heart rate 120, ammunition left 7 rounds, enemies incoming 43. He doesn't scream, he doesn't beg, he reloads. The world once ignored him, now the world, and suddenly, everyone remembers. Before he became a legend, before the bounty of $14 million placed on his head, before entire criminal syndicates froze at the sound of his footsteps, he was invisible. Not weak, not incapable, invisible. Psychologists call it social insignificance trauma, when a human being feels unseen, unheard, unvalued. In The Laws of Human Nature, Robert Greene writes, "We are social animals. Our status determines our survival." The puppy, a final gift from his dying wife, stolen, killed. The car? A 1969 Mustang Mach 1. But it wasn't about the car. It was disrespect. In The 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene states, Law 5, "So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life." When Iosef laughs at him in Russian, unaware of who he is, that is humiliation. And humiliation is the most dangerous emotional trigger in human psychology. You can ignore a man. You can underestimate a man. But if you disrespect him publicly, you activate identity defense. That night, John Wick didn't seek revenge. He reclaimed recognition. The Continental Hotel, neutral ground, gold coins as currency. When John walks in, the staff stiffens. They don't see a retired man, they see history. In influence psychology, Robert Cialdini writes, in influence, authority is signaled through symbols, titles, and reputation. John Wick doesn't announce himself. He doesn't explain himself. His presence does it, because he built status through consistent performance. 77 confirmed kills in the first film, 94 in the second. Numbers speak louder than noise. You want to never be ignored again? Stop demanding attention. Start building undeniable proof. The nightclub scene, red lights, water pouring from the ceiling, music shaking walls. He moves like precision engineering. 3 shots, center mass, 1 to the head. The efficiency wasn't cinematic fantasy. Director Chad Stahelski, a former stunt coordinator, designed Wick's combat style around real tactical training, combining judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and tactical shooting. What fans call gun fu. The choreography wasn't about style, it was about competence. In Atomic Habits, James Clear writes, "Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become." John Wick doesn't talk about being legendary. He trains, he executes, he repeats. That nightclub scene, it's not just action. It's identity peak. The moment the underworld accepts, he is not back. He never left. $14 million. Global contract. Every assassin activated. In John Wick. Chapter 3. Parabellum, the high table, doesn't ignore him. They overreact. Because once you become impossible to ignore, the system feels threatened. Psychology of status says, when a low-status individual rises too fast, established hierarchies retaliate. But Wick doesn't complain. He adapts. In Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins says, you have to build calluses on your brain. Wick builds them physically. Bruised ribs, split knuckles, knife wounds stitched without anesthesia. Pain is not weakness. Pain is proof of effort. So what does John Wick teach about never being ignored again? Not noise, not begging, not social media performance. He teaches 1. Competence commands attention. 2. Reputation compounds like interest. 3. Discipline creates identity. 4. Silence amplifies mystery. In psychological research on status dynamics, consistent high performance over time builds what's called earned authority, the rarest form of influence. John Wick doesn't chase validation. To never be ignored again is not about becoming louder. It's about becoming sharper. Invisible men shout. Dangerous men whisper. John Wick's story isn't about revenge, it's about identity, about what happens when a man who was once underestimated decides to build himself so relentlessly that the world has no choice but to acknowledge him. Shock, anger, respect, gratitude. Because the truth is simple. The world does not ignore power. It ignores inconsistency. Build skill, guard reputation, endure pain, move in silence. And one day, without warning, they won't ask who you are. They'll already know.